Yeah, let's not do that, please. Hey, Alaya, thanks for coming in. Your script should be there inside the booth. Okay, yeah, I see the script. Let me check it out. So, just say it whenever you're ready. Okay, here I go. Again! Okay, that's a wrap. Let's call it. Thank you so much, Alaya. I feel like that didn't sound that good. I could do another take. Nope, we don't need any more takes of that at all. We're just gonna use that one exact take and nothing else. You sure? I could do multiple. I feel like it's one of those lines that I'll say multiple times in game. Thank you so much. Please now get out. We got people to record. Really? You sure? Bye. Okay, you're the ones in charge. I'm going.
This that quarter life, crisis over borderline, trauma that control my life more than I control my life. Damn near mortified, I just got demoralized. I don't know my purpose, so I might as well enjoy the ride.
Whoa, before we continue with The Winter Soldier, let's talk about today's sponsor, Exit Lag. Exit Lag isn't just a gaming optimization tool. It addresses the server issues that a lot of gamers have to deal with on a daily basis by providing dedicated routes, which ensures a seamless and lag-free gaming experience. Simply put, if you're experiencing a ton of lag, Exit Lag makes that lag exit. Oh, that's why it's called that. It routes data packets through up to 4 different paths simultaneously, ensuring faster, safer, and fail-safe delivery. With over 1,000 servers across 5 continents and 18 million weekly optimizations, users achieve top-tier performance in their game regardless of their location. Yes, even Ohio. Click the link in the description down below to get 3 days free trial of Exit Lag. And if you use my link in the description down below, you can get 50% off your first purchase of Exit Lag. So stop using lag as an excuse, you noob, and download Exit Lag today. Now, back to the Winter Soldier. The Winter Soldier was not a character that I was a huge fan of from the movies, but in this game, he is easily my favorite character to play, and his design is insanely cool. In the movies, he's just a guy with a robot arm and a gun, and in this game, he is that, except his arm can do stuff like this. So yeah, Marvel Rivals kinda cooked. But before we talk about what he can do, let me give you some backstory on the Winter Soldier. His real name is James Buchanan Barnes, but everyone just calls him Bucky. In the comics, he grew up in the pre-World War II era of America. And after he joined the military, he was assigned to be Captain America's sidekick. And together they would defeat a bunch of Captain America villains like Red Skull and Baron Zemo. And during a mission at the end of World War II, Bucky and Captain America were fighting Baron Zemo, and he rigged a plane full of explosives. Captain America fell out of the plane into the Arctic. But you know, he survived because he has super soldier serum, and Captain America is stuck in suspended animation for years. Bucky, on the other hand, fails to defuse the bomb and explodes in the plane, and he died. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh, what? Bucky survived? So yeah, Bucky is found by the USSR General Vasily Karpov. Bucky somehow survived but lost his left arm and had suffered severe brain damage and amnesia. But since he was a great fighter and a soldier, Karpov knew he could use Bucky. So Bucky was sent to Department X, where scientists gave him a bionic arm to replace his left one. They also hypnotized him into becoming a secret assassin for them, and they gave him the codename Winter Soldier. And they used him to kill important government officials all over the world. And when they didn't need him, he would be put into cryosleep for months or even years at a time. Eventually, Captain America was found by the Avengers, and Steve joined the team. This meant that when the Winter Soldier eventually ended up in their radar, Captain America recognized him as Bucky, and Steve and Bucky fought. Steve was able to use the Cosmic Cube to repair Bucky's memories. So now, Bucky knows who he is again, but he has so much guilt for all the assassinations he had done. So he now is trying to make amends for his brainwashed mistakes, and in the comics is more of an anti-hero than a villain. And when it comes to his powers, he does have a little super soldier serum in him, and an insanely cool arm. And in the movies, Rocket Raccoon is like obsessed with this arm, and eventually he actually gets this arm for Christmas in the Christmas special. It's great. So now that you know a little bit about our boy Bucky Barnes, let's learn how to play him, shall we? Winter Soldier's main weapon is Rotorstern, but for the sake of simplicity, I will refer to it as pistol. So his pistol is actually a projectile that has 3 shots and deals 75 damage per shot. It does have damage fall off that begins after 20 meters. This pistol is one of the strongest weapons in the game. Landing 3 consecutive shots can essentially kill every non-tank character on this roster. And landing headshots is even crazier. You can two-shot so many heroes with just headshots.
Target neutralized.
Double KO.
And even from a distance, you can land a cheeky kill with it, so it does have some decent range. But it's only really strong if you actually land shots. And the issue is that it's a projectile, and most of you noobs aren't really aimers with these type of weapons. Also, it only has 3 shots, which is not that many shots. That's so weird, right? Who would design a pistol like that? Well, you see, it's on purpose because the Winter Soldier has a passive ability called Ceaseless Charge. Every time you use any of your abilities, it will automatically reload the pistol and also give you bonus health. So that's where the fun begins, because you have 3 solid abilities that can be strung together into big combos, where you never run out of ammo and kill everyone, and it goes on forever, kind of like this run-on sentence I just said. So let's talk about his first ability, Tainted Voltage, but I like to call it Electro Ball, which I think is a Pokemon move? Anyways, this is a projectile that does 55 damage to enemies and will also slow anyone hit for 2 seconds. It also can hit multiple enemies as it pierces through them. This ability has the shortest cooldown of 6 seconds, so it will be the one you end up using the most to get a free reload. It's also great for securing kills on weakened enemies, especially ones that think they're safe behind their team. It also has a bonus special property where it knocks down flying enemies. So just like the movies, Bucky really counters Iron Man, like for real. I'm about to kill you like I killed your daddy, Mr. Stark.
All clear.
You got them all.
The next ability is Trooper's Fist, but let's just call it the Uppercut. This allows you to dash forward, launching an enemy up. You sort of grab your opponent for 25 damage, and then the launch itself does 65 damage. It has a range of 9 meters, so sometimes I'll just use it to close the gap between me and an enemy. But this is seriously one of the best ways to secure a kill on an enemy trying to run away. Enemies on the high ground or in the air, you're not safe from this because it can be used in any direction. But most of the time, the uppercut will just put enemies in the air, making them easy targets to shoot. It's almost like you're doing that thing where you shoot shotgun pellets, you know, where they say, pull, and then you shoot like the thing. You know what I'm talking about. And if enemies have huge ultimates coming your way, it's also a great movement option to just dodge. And his final ability is the Bionic Hook. Here, Bucky can charge a hook that can travel anywhere from 10 to 20 meters, depending on how long you charge it. Anyone hit by it will be hooked and will just be placed right in front of you for an easy pick. You'll never get a straight up hook kill, as it does a measly 15 damage, but it will stop enemies from trying to run away from you. You'll be just like Scorpion and say, "Get over here!" and then they're super dead. Also, the hook can even cancel out some enemies' ultimates. You're what, B? It's like if Roadhog from that one indie game was a DPS instead of a tank that doesn't even tank well. So like a better, cooler Roadhog. And his ultimate is Kraken Impact. But I think everyone just calls it again.
Say the line, Bart.
Again!
This ultimate has Winter Soldier leap super high up, then slam forward and down, dealing 100 damage in a 5-meter radius, marking all enemies hit by it. These marked enemies will die instantly if they fall below that little dark red health bar. And if they die within 8 seconds, Winter Soldier can use his ultimate again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and you get it. So this ultimate is so great when the enemy team is grouped up on a point, because you can pick multiple of them off all at once.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
And if you tag multiple, it doesn't matter if you specifically finish the kill. If anyone on your team does it, you can use your ultimate again.
Again! Stand down! Playtime's
Got you,
over.
homie. Okay, go again.
This ultimate also gives you an extreme burst of movement, and it's so useful for getting around the map mid-fight. You'll sometimes end up using it just to schmoove around really quick. At worst, if you do it right, it'll bait out an entire enemy support ultimate.
Armed and dangerous!
And at best, it will lead to a full-on team wipe.
Armed and dangerous! Again!
However, a lot of characters can counter it. Shields stop it from getting its effect. If enemies out-heal the damage, it will just wear off. Mr. Fantastic's big-ass belly just says no to it. The Invisible Woman can just disappear and you're just like, sad. And one of the biggest and most annoying pet peeves I have about this ultimate is how it will just attach itself to walls when you really don't want it to.
Dude, what was that? Why did it stick to the wall?
Seriously, walls are Winter Soldier's biggest counter by far. Sometimes you'll fly up and slam down on a glass ceiling, which isn't a metaphor. I literally broke a glass ceiling with it.
Armed and dangerous!
So dumb! Our mit's gonna hit the glass wall!
But when you successfully land the ultimate 6 or more times,
Armed and dangerous! Again! No mercy. Again! How many gods are there? Again!
and then you get MVP again and again and again. If that happens to you, then you've officially become a Winter Soldier main. Sorry, I don't write the rules. As a professional voice actor who plays Winter Soldier, okay, so that wasn't me, but I actually am a professional voice actor. So listen to these pro tips. Number 1, Winter Soldier, at least good ones, are great for countering dive characters and flying characters. Dive characters hit by any of your abilities, especially the hook, will be slowed down enough for an easy kill. Even dive tanks who think they can outlive your damage can be destroyed when they're hooked out of position. Remember how Spider-Man touched your arm in Civil War like it was nothing? Never again, Spider-Man.
Got one. Not today.
I do want to emphasize that if you're not landing shots with Winter Soldier, please switch. You live and die by your accuracy with this character. There's plenty of other duelists with a more forgiving kit. This is not for the aimless Andys out there, okay? Number 2, Winter Soldier has one team up with Rocket Raccoon, where Rocket has the ability to give Bucky and the Punisher unlimited ammo with a faster fire rate for a short duration. Now this is real firepower! When this is out, you can just dish out so much damage and get so many kills. At the right angle, at a choke point, this team up is arguably better than your ultimate.
This is real firepower!
Double kill! Behold, that time!
Again!
It's just so strong. So if you have a rocket who will pocket you, you can easily climb up the ranks. Number 3, his ultimate is also one of his best movement options. If you ever get booped off the map by, say, I don't know, Jeff, you can use your ultimate to return back to the map and also kill that little shark.
Armed and dangerous!
Landing clean shots on his dumb little shark fin after he swallows the whole team is satisfying. For this same reason, his ultimate is actually great for stalling a point. It can get you there super fast and even lead to you getting enough kills to win the point. So I did do this mid-game and I forgot to record it, but wow, look at this replay feature. It's really good. You can even go in like slow-mo. Like, why hasn't anybody told me about this before? Number 4, there's one very important combo that will allow you to punish enemies that you hook. So the combo is you hook, then immediately uppercut, then turn around, and it will knock them away from their team towards your team. So there's a small window when you use the uppercut that allows for you to actually drag them behind you. You have to kind of flick. So I guess controller players, I don't know if you can do this, but mouse and keyboard players, this is a very useful thing to do. And I recommend going to the practice range and practicing this combo. And then once you're ready to bring it to the streets, you'll have this locked down in no time. The Winter Soldier had no right to be this cool, but he's easily my favorite character in this entire game. Yeah, I thought I liked Moon Knight, but sorry Moon Knight, I don't want to play with you anymore. His entire kit just really resonated with me, and I feel like when I pop off with him, it just feels so earned. Also, the choice to make his robot arm a full-on cybernetic tentacle electro weapon, like Marvel Rivals, you seriously cooked here with this design. But how is he for noobs? For noobs, I would say he's actually hard to play. Most noobs will initially struggle with this character. His gun is not a hit scan, so you really need to be a decent aimer. And you really need to know when to use his abilities and how to be patient when using his ultimate as well. But what do you think? Have you played Winter Soldier? And if so, do you think he's easy to play or hard to play? Do you think he's underpowered and needs buffs, or overpowered and needs nerfs? Let me know in the comments down below. And per usual, I'm gonna keep making these Marvel Rivals videos. They're so fun for me to make, and you guys clearly love them. So let me know in the comments down below which character you want for Noobs. Just type it down there, and maybe you'll pop up at the beginning of the next one. Okay guys, I gotta record a couple more voice lines, so I'll catch you later. Ya noob.